Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Riverlore, and welcome to Icarus. So, everybody, I've been gone for a little while. I did a post out there to just give you guys a brief explanation of what's going on and what I'm looking to do and what I'm shooting for here, coming back for a second stint. I think I was probably gone for, I don't know, maybe a couple of months even. Anyway, so we're starting fresh, season 2. There was no conclusion to the original Riverlore streamline, simply because I just felt like I was so far behind. They have made so many changes to this game. I don't know necessarily how everybody else who plays Icarus feels about it, but it's almost too much, because every time you build something or create something or have an idea in mind about how you're going to play your character and where you're going to play them and everything else like that, you kind of have it set in your mind, and then all of a sudden they make changes, a lot of changes, to pets, to power, to everything, and it's I've still been playing the game with Mrs. Riverlore and without her, and trying to learn some of the new stuff that has come out in that. And to be honest, it takes a better man than me to stay on top of all of it. So I am going to start a fresh campaign. We're going to start where we were before. So we're going to go into Prometheus again. And we're just going to create a new world, and we're going to call this River's Edge. There we go. So, yeah, just something new. And the idea is I'm going to play the damn game. I'm going to not put too much pressure on myself. I'm just going to have some fun, and we'll see what happens. And if you guys like it, great. If you don't like it, that's great. I'm not going to be all fire focused on, trying to get as many subs as I can, right away. It's not going to be the end all and be all. I figure if I have fun, then, if you guys want to, you'll come, or people want to, they'll come. And if they don't want to, they won't. But we're going to focus primarily on Icarus because, to be honest, I really like the survival crafting kind of genre thing, and I'm finding it very, very hard to find anything that scratches the itch the way that Icarus does. And I've tried, several different games. We're going to do some different things from time to time here, and try and have some fun that way. Keep it fresh, keep it new. Yeah. So one of the things that I discovered while I was gone is actually going into the workshop and buying stuff and making your life a little bit easier. The other thing that I have found is it's freaking expensive to do that. Like, very expensive to do that. Unless you're going mining stuff to sell and to get that RIN. But anyway, so a few quality of life things here. I've got that, so we don't have to start and scramble to survive. We can actually have a little bit of fun and enjoy that. So we're going to take the new suit, we're going to take the backpack, the oxygen tank, the water, we're going to take these. If you take a look at what I've selected here, the things that I bought, this is my plus 15% weight capacity and 12 inventory slots. And then I've gone with an additional 12 inventory slots. So if you take a look, my suit actually gives me 2 suit module slots, and that's where I put those in. I've got the oxygen tank pre-filled, and I got the water tank or water thing pre-filled. The dagger is excellent in regards to durability, and for me, honestly, I'll get to the point where I get a higher yield items, but for me, the longevity, the less I have to send things up to get fixed and repaired, the better. So then we're also going to bring the axe, which is pretty decent. This pick is crap. There is a better pick but it's like 350 Ren, and to be perfectly honest, I have like no Ren left. It's not fun. We're going to bring the furnace, we're going to bring the stove, and then we're going to bring a little bit of storage. And you know what? I'm going to bring that. I don't think I'll bring the bed right now. The bed is more, the cot is more of a house thing. And of course, you know, one of the changes that they've made is you'll see the sleep quality and the rested and everything else like that. So, you know, the sleeping bag isn't really the best, but I think once we actually build a place where a cot looks, you know, decent, then maybe we'll put that in there or whatever. But for now, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to confirm loadout. We're going to come down here because I have a very special place in mind where I want to go, and then we're going to start this. Let it load. Oh, I'm so anxious and excited, guys. It's been an interesting couple of months. We've made a lot of progress on the house, and you know, my wife is a force of nature when it comes to getting things done. It looks absolutely fantastic. If you hear some banging and pounding in the background, it's because we have some people here building a new deck for us. Because the one that we bought the house with wasn't up to code and it wasn't very safe. So we got that going on. We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the yard. I've handed out, I got a couple of resumes that I've handed out, and after I've done this stream, I'm going to be, you know, digging a little bit more on that. We haven't been fortunate enough to find.
Welcome to Prometheus, Prospector.
Anything else yet?
This place has only been accessible to approved scientists and faction contractors, till now. But it looks like the UDA are finally opening it up for the rest of us. And they've actually made our lives easier. Especially yours. You see, Group 15 ran a joint op with Sinitai, shifting an old terraforming satellite hub into a geosynchronous orbit. It means you'll be able to get back to the station whenever you'd like. Or move gear and resources from orbit to planet and vice versa. So now you can stick it out without worrying about your dropship window. The faction higher-ups didn't do it for your sake, but in the end, I guess there's less of a chance you'll kick it. So, that's a plus. First things first, if you want to complete missions for the UDA, you'll need to craft a short-range radio. Plenty of folks need help, and factions pay well for prospectors that offer their time. Up to you. Stay safe.
All right. Yeah, it sure is nice when you come down to have some decent things here to use, decent items. La la la. I didn't get a scythe up there in the workshop because I don't have any Ren left. So we're going to do a couple of quests and such. Oh, I hate the Moa. Although I like killing Moa. Because they... Oh, okay, let's get some wood here, actually. There, come into here, and of course we need to build a bow and an arrow. We're going to make a torch, and we're going to make the bandage. Crafting. Clearly have to collect some more rocks. All right. So I usually start off by collecting 2 trees. Some people will, when they start off, will go ahead and create themselves a little log house or something. I actually have a different place, a different thing that I do, so we'll see. And maybe some of you can use it as an option when you're playing or when you're starting out a game. Maybe it will make sense to you. Ba-ba-bum. Oops. Shooting a dead tree with my bow. I thought I seen it move. I hate it when I make stupid stuff like that. Oh, don't go through. One of the other things I hate, one of the things they haven't been able to fix, it must be a very, very difficult issue, is to stop the wood from falling through the skin of the earth. All of you who have played this game have had it happen to you. It drives me bonkers. There is some glitchy shit in this game still, though, and I am doing my best to make sure that I'm letting them know through their oh, what the heck am I? I'm having a brain fart. Through their Reddit, just to let them know that there's this stuff going on. So, for instance, I had an axe and a pick, a very nice pick, that I was sending up to the station to get repaired. And the vessel that comes down took off without me actually sending it, and the stuff just disappeared into the ether. So it was almost 1,000 Ren, and it was just gone. So that was a bit of a pisser. I've had a couple of weird things happen with the sending and calling of ships. But it certainly makes life great, and I love the way that we can do all of the different types of quests and stuff. It's amazing the changes they have been and how responsive this development team is. They are certainly industrious. But like I was saying, it's almost too much. Sorry, I just really like picking this stuff up. One of the reasons I like picking it up is because it gives us items that we need without us having to wear and tear our workshop weapons. Okay, so how many arrows do we currently have? We have no arrows. So let's craft. Let's do 50. Arrows, 50. I'm not going to put a time limit on today's video. I'm just going to play and have fun, and then when I feel that it's time to cut her short, then we will. We'll get a little bit of distance in here, for sure. What's our weight at? Okay, we're good enough. I do not want to encumber myself, or as Floppy Sword says, cucumber myself. I think this time around, guys, I'm gonna try and be a little bit more like Asmond. And believe me, the guy can drive you crazy. Like, There is no doubt about it. But one of the things that I admire most about Asmon versus, a lot of other streamers out there, well, and Floppy is what, I mean, some of his stuff really shocks and amazes me as well. But one thing I kind of admire about both of them is that, and don't take this the wrong way, but they really don't give a shit about making everybody happy. And I'm not comparing myself to them, believe me. I know, Floppy is gaining, viewership very, very quickly. And of course, Asmon is Asmon, but both of them, they play the game that they want to play it, the way they want to play it, unapologetically. And sometimes I think, some of it goes a little bit too far, but who the fuck am I, right? I'm just somebody who watches their content and enjoys it most times, and somebody who would very much like to emulate some of the success they've had for sure. Anyways, okay, let's go ahead and just boom. And I like to house clean. I know this stuff is gonna go away by itself, but I like to house clean, so deal with it. What are we gonna do here? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to place my storage. And of course, we want to make sure that everything lines up nice and neat. One of the things that I really wish that the developers would do, and one of the things that I think should be, I would think, well, no, I'm not going to say that because I'm not a coder or a programmer. I would really like it if they could make their shit click together. Like when you're building a house. Like, wouldn't it be nice if stuff was... There's nothing worse than lining up, cabinets or storage and then having them being crooked or whatever, right? Have we killed? No. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get the fireplace out there. And then we're going to put that in there, and let's go ahead and cook that. We're going to put 2 more points into here because we want that back stamina, and it leads us down to here, which is where we can see the health bars of the things that we're fighting. In solo, I like to put my points into fleet-footed first, just to get that extra bit of speed. Faster we can run around and stuff like that, the easier it is to get points. I think I just got the lung. We'll have to deal with that for a while. We got 3 points. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here. Crafting. And then we're going to get a sleeping bag down. Deploy. Let's go ahead and put it right here. And let's bind. Nothing worse, absolutely nothing worse in the world than putting your sleeping bag down and forgetting to bind it. Let's go ahead and put these things in here. Let's bring our fire pit, or our... Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. If you guys take a look at this dagger and how long it takes to wear, it's a thing of beauty. The pick is pretty decent, or the hammer is, or sorry, the axe is pretty decent. The pick, though, it gives me better yield than the stone one that you make at the beginning, but it's not a fantastic pick by any stretch of the imagination. intermission. Okay, we got those out of our way. Okay, sort. Here, put this in here, this and this, and then this one actually take off. This one we're gonna go that. Yep. 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 Alright. How are we doing for food? Now let's go and see if we can. Hello? Oh. Snap. F is he doing here? Whew. Normally I'll just kill them with a bow, but sometimes they take a really long. Finding the crit area on them on the hit table is challenging to say the least. All right. Where the heck are we? All right. Now, ever since the last patch, oh no, okay, that's good. No, I've been finding the hit table a little bit sus. In particular, hitting these knuckleheads in the head. I'm evil. I would like some more and varied types of meat, please. Alright, here we go. Nope. Okay, so now you back off. I did not get the critical. As I said, I've been finding the hit tables to be a little... There it is. You back off, he'll only run a little bit, and then usually even they'll turn around and come back the way that they came. Not a big... Yes! Those horses, sorry, these, whatever the hell they call them. What are they called? Tyrannus. They can close on you really, really close. So you want to make sure you hit them first from a decent distance. Yes. Oh, there we are. I want some T-bone. T-bone? Yes. Yes. All right, and okay, let's go. Let's go. No. Crap. I keep on forgetting that if you're in the middle of a windstorm and you're even a mile or 2 miles from a fucking tree, it's gonna fall on you. So what I try to do when I'm playing is that if I'm in a windstorm, I try to actually just stay away from the trees. Because they're a finite resource, right? And I've played this game where everything has, like, entire forests have blown over. Okay, let's go like this. And then let's go ahead and throw that in there. Let's come here, crafting. Yes, okay, I know. Crafting, where are we? Wood, yeah, okay. Table, craft. So, one of the things that I like to do is you get 3 different food sources, and I like my food sources to all be on the same clock. I find nothing more infuriating or frustrating than having to consistently put different foods and stuff like that. So if you come over and you do the dried fatty T-bone, you'll see that they're on a 1200 second clock. And then if you come down to the pig, the cooked bacon, it's on a 1200 second clock. And then if you cook a prime meat, if you find a prime meat, it's on a 1200 second clock. So I eat my food once. I know it's not the optimal food available or anything else like that, but it's convenient for me for sure. Okay, so now we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna put 2 points into here. I try not to actually spend a ton of points. I do try to spend my points what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a brain cramp. Intelligently isn't the strategically, that's the word. I knew I could do it. Okay, so let's do crafting, and we want 6 of these, and we want 1 door. So let's go ahead. Now we're going to come up here. I think I'm going to come back a little bit farther than what I normally do. Right? Yep. Okay, let's go up. So you can actually, for those of you who don't know, when you're building, you have a page up and a page down. And you can actually adjust the height. Believe it or not, my wife and I played forever before we actually found out that you could do that. And then we're going to go into the options for the piece. We're going to put a door. And then we're going to go into the options, and the rest is just going to be a wall. There we go. And then let's put a door here. There we go. There's my first place. Until I get to where I want to go. But for now, we're gonna let's go ahead and put this in there, here. We're going to save this for fuel later on, and then we're going to go back out. I believe the storm is over, and we're going to go collect those trees that blew over so that those resources don't go to waste. Let's come over here and put a point in there. Sucker. And do you have some T-bone too? No, you don't. Okay. Let's go ahead and repair our bone. No, we need a stick. There we go. Thankfully, we didn't have too many trees fall on us. That's good. Right. Come here. Give me some white meat. Oh no, I'll take that. For sure. Yeah. Oh, look at all this. It's all free. You know, the other thing that I would like to see them do, so for instance, for those of you who have been playing the game for a long time, you'll remember that the deep mines used to only be, I think, like iron and copper and whatever the kind of tier 1 mines were. And so they made the change to make the deep mines titanium, platinum. There's lots of those out there. And so they changed it so that they are everything. Let's go ahead and grab some. Yeah, there we go. So it would be nice, in the same way that we pick up a rock or a piece of oxide, wouldn't it be freaking cool if you had like pieces of coal and you had pieces of salt and you had like pieces of silica, so you could collect all of these without having to mine. Like, it only stands to reason, like if rocks and oxide can chip off into smaller pieces, why can't the other things? That would be an exceptionally cool thing. A little thing, but it would make a big difference. It would mean that you could actually collect some of that stuff without having to ruin your pick all the time and that. Okay, so let's go in here. How are we doing? I got all this in here. Yeah, we do. Sort. I love the way the furnaces turn themselves off and on now. Love it. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay, let's go ahead and boom, look at all that. Sort that, put that there. Yep. Yep. Sort. Okay. Let's go ahead and craft ourselves a little seed bag. 10 leather, 20 fiber. 10 leather, 20 fiber. Craft. And then let's take this and put it down here. Open inventory, and let's go ahead and put that in there. There we go. Now, one other thing about caves that is a pain in the ass, you will get cave lung if you do what I'm doing here. Oh, crap. So you try to mitigate that. Like you don't spend forever in there. You come outside every now and then, you bastard. There we go. Nice. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and pick some of this stuff up. It's almost time for Betty Bye. The other thing about this that you guys, when you're doing it, is that it actually gives you pretty decent experience when you first start. You know, you'd be amazed. And it means that my crappy pick is not going to get, you know, it's going to be less worn now that I'm getting all of this stuff up around. Look at that shadowing. This game is, if any of you are watching this game for the first time, it is absolutely incredibly addicting. It is so fun. There's so much to it. It's very cool. And there's so much of it I still haven't. My last river lore in season 1, my first stab at content creation, I learned so much. You know, there was people who were giving me like fantastic advice and tips and stuff like that, but there's so much I don't know. There's such high, and I haven't been to the lava biome yet, you know, and I know that I really want to see that for sure. So we're going to have that happen too. Oh, shoot. I hear ya. Would you take a pill? God. I'm going to kill your baby too, because I don't have a pen for him. Way to go, Jercus erectus. All right, let's go. It's gonna get dark here, so we need to get some sleep. What else is, ooh, NHL playoffs! Woo! Vancouver Canucks won last night. Man, what a great season it was. Absolutely nobody in the world seen that coming. Edmonton put a real scare into me, though, at the end there with how close they got to catching us. Man, they came back. I don't think they're going to go very far again. If there's Edmonton fans out there, I apologize, but I mean, you guys clearly have a ton of talent, but if I can say one thing about the difference between the Canucks and Edmonton this year is that the Canucks have dealt with any adversity that they've had in regards to injuries and stuff like that, and they've done an excellent job at dealing with it and recouping very, very quickly from it. Edmonton is very fragile because of their recent failures and collapses and beatings that they've taken and stuff. And so, in my opinion, they're very fragile. And if you get on them and you get them to doubt themselves, and that it's only a matter of time before they'll crumble. But if you let them get their confidence underneath them, if you let them, then their skill is undeniable. They have an exceptionally good team. I think that the other issue that they have is their goaltending is fairly suspect. I've always jokingly said that Edmonton is the place where goaltenders go to die. Yeah, because they've had a lot of goaltenders who have gone there and gotten their ass handed to them and then left and been stellar with a different team in front of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a real quick second and I'm going to go grab myself a fresh hot cup of coffee. I'll be right back. All right, thank you. Here we go. Hot cup of joe. All right, let's put the fire on and let's have a sleep. Okay. If there is any kind of newish or first-time players here or anything else like that, a piece of advice I have for you is one of the mistakes that a lot of people do is they put their fire too close to their sleeping area, and then when they get up in the morning and get out of bed, they step directly into their fire inadvertently. My wife, I would never laugh at her in front of her, laugh about it in front of her, but she just burnt her place down. And it's like a theme. She doesn't do it often, but like I remember her playing Sims 2 and it happening. She burnt her house down, and she's done it probably 2 or 3 times in Icarus. So there is a fire beater that you can make to try and put fires out, but really nobody uses them. Nobody makes them for sure. It's kind of a pain. Okay, so we are very, very close to 5th level, and 5th level is Don't do that. Come back here. There we go. Thank you. Getting back to my food, one of the reasons I do this the way I do, and I do it until I can make the crispy bacon. I use this. It doesn't have the greatest of benefits, but like I said, it has a timer of 1200, 1200, 1200, so my food all runs out at the same time, and I like that. Minus 25% food consumption, 25% bonus in yield when we're butchering animals, and plus 75 health. So compared to the bacon and compared to the prime meat, not very good, but it's adequate for now. And let's go in. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit eater. There we go. Okay. Level 5. Now this is an important level because of a couple of different reasons. Let me show you here. I like to, when I'm talking, stand on top of a rock in case I get jumped. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. First of all, we're going to spend our talents, and we're going to put 1 point here, and this helps us. So for instance, if you see that bird there, you don't see any bar above them, but when we come in and we take this, and now you see a bar. So that's the hit point bar on them. We can see that. So we got that, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to put points into dense packing. Go back into solo, and let's go, and we can make sure that we're fast. So that's good that we spent those points. Now here is the other thing. At level 5, we get the wood torch. Now, I already have the wood rag torch, but this one actually lasts longer. And believe it or not, it's one of my preferred. You can make, there is a lamp that fat that fills up with like animal fat or whatever. But I don't, it breaks down. You're always having to repair it. It's such a pain in the ass. It's just so much easier just to use these torches. The other thing that allows us to do is make bone arrows at level 5, and then the suture kit at level 5 is one of the other things that we get. There's different things that you can use as well, but those are the 3 primary important ones. I think I'll actually put a point here. Now, in the past, when you wanted water, you could just go to a water source, and you could drink, and it was a roll whether you would get infected or not. But now water is it'll poison your ass, and it'll poison your ass for a long time. And so having filtered or purified water is something that's pretty important. So let's go ahead and grab the rest of that here. Let's go in here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take that, and I think some leather, and then all these bones, crafting, and let's go like this, max. Okay, so I'm going to make 50 of these. And then the other thing I like to do is I like to use flare arrows. Crafting, flare arrows, max, craft. Where are we? Crafting. Okay, we need 10 charcoal. craft that. Gotta wait 34 seconds for our arrows. You know what? Let's actually take all the charcoal out of that. Let's go see how much charcoal we have here. Oh, let's put it all in there for now. There we go. So, one really cool thing that I found out about these, even though it says it has to be put outside, so it says must be placed outside. Let's put it in right here. Let's go like this and put the charcoal in it. And then if you take a look in the top right where it says basic water purifier, you're going to see to the right that it's already filling up. Now I don't need any water right now. I've still got my water bottle and I've got a ton in there. But put it in there just because it's a nice, fresh, clean source of water. It filters and it'll do up to 5 liters. So I think our bottle holds 11 liters or 10 liters, I mean. But, what are we doing here? Oh, let's go put this stuff back. Yes. Yes. Sort. And then we're going to go into here. Sort. Yep, okay. Now, let's go ahead. Oh, I know what I need to do. Crafting. We need to make some ramps. So these ramps, you'll see what they're for later on. They're for inside of caves and stuff like that to get to difficult nodes. And then I think I want to create 6 of these craft. Oh, let's go ahead and collect all of these. All right. All right, now I'm going to show you one of my other pet peeves. So, I know where there's another cave exactly like this cave, exact same layout, and in that cave you can mine all of this mine. The mines are in the same place in the cave and everything, but in that cave you can mine everything. But here, for some reason, in this one spot, in this one cave, I cannot get this. And you'll see that, like, I go all the way. Man, that makes me bonkers. Oh. Yep. You get exceptionally good XP when you're mining at this lower level too. So let's go ahead and put that in there. The nice thing is that you only have to put up with the cave lung for 10 levels. That's all. Because at 10th level, we make some potions that make life bearable. It did not make the sound. There's a sound that it makes when you get the last little morsel. See that noise right there? It's a good noise. Didn't make it over there. So, one sec. Sounds like my daughter may be home. So give me just a moment, guys. Actually, I think what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I think we're going to call this an episode. And I think we only have a couple more mines here to mine. So we're going to go ahead and call that an episode. And next time we come back, we'll have some more fun. Thank you for watching. I hope that you appreciate it. Please do me a favor, and if you want to make sure that you're catching the next video, go ahead and hit that notification. And if you want to show me some support and love and help build the channel, then by all means, please go ahead and subscribe. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you happen to be in the world, whether it's morning, whether it's afternoon, or whether it's evening, I hope you have had or are having an amazing day, and I hope I was able to make it a little bit better and put a smile on your face. Peace and love always. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.